Well, that was awesome hearing about your dream job, Peter. But I was actually lucky enough to have my dream job, at least until I lost it. It all started years ago. It was the 1980s, and I was living alone in a studio apartment with an askew poster because bachelors never hang their posters straight.
Yeah, no offense, Quagmire, but I'm going to listen to this story the same way I do most podcasts, at 1.5 speed.
I put on some weight from being in an abusive relationship with a woman, Mama Celeste. Abundanza!
All right, okay, back to normal speed. I'm in. I'm hooked.
The other thing about living in the 80s is that wherever you went, the actual Pointer Sisters would follow you around singing.
When you know this man just melt a bill. Too strict, it's for his phone, a landline phone.
I knew I needed to get in shape. But the only forms of exercise in the 80s were roller skating on a dance floor or lugging around your dead boss to use his vacation home. Back then, there were two things I liked: gyrating my pelvis and putting vowels next to each other that weren't normally next to each other. I combined those two loves to create something called aerobics. Welcome aboard. Here's your complimentary headband, 2 wristbands, waistband, thigh band, another headband. There were a lot of bands.
Yeah, my finger's hovering over that 1.5 button.
Yeah, okay. So I started teaching classes that same week. I even created an advanced class based on how your body moves during sex. I called it xcersise. And things took off immediately because I gave 1980s women exactly what they wanted: long, flat butts. Come on, ladies, longer, flatter. My workout program was a hit, and soon I was ready to take it national. I was lucky enough to get the chance to announce the filming of my video on The Tonight Show with Johnny.
Wow, you met Johnny Carson?
Actually, that particular night there was a guest host, John Davidson, star of That's Incredible. So, different Johnny, but still Johnny.
No one has ever called John Davidson Johnny.
He guest hosted 87 times. That's not nothing. Anyway, the night's first guest was Jane Fonda, who was promoting 9 to 5, by far the blousiest movie of the 1980s.
So, Glenn Quagmire, says here you created an exercise craze called aerobics. What inspired that?
Well, John, one day as I did jumping jacks alone in my apartment, I thought, how can I take the worst parts of this and put it in a public setting? Plus a wall of mirrors and street-facing windows. The interview seemed to go great. But the next day, I realized how truly ruthless Jane Fonda was.